Stephen Woods, thank you so much for joining me today. So, a couple
You're
of
very
questions
welcome.
for you. What was Steve Woods like before joining MG Momentum?
Lacking direction, I think, is probably one of the best ways I could describe it. Business has been very good last year, but then as winter came along, my target market was not able to do the things they do. I was working with sports, working with golf, and so yeah, I'd got to that point where I was lacking direction. I probably looked quite graceful above water, but underneath the little legs were going rapidly, trying to find the right way to go. Yeah, I think that's a fair comment as to how I was.
Okay. And so, since joining MG Momentum, has it helped solve these issues?
Yeah, definitely. The direction is back, the clarity is back, the structure is back as well. Probably answering some of the next questions you're going to ask me, but yeah, I think those things are back because it just needed that. I needed that accountability. I needed those measurables back in place. It's like when I'm working with people, I always say it's about doing the shoulds, and it's very similar. I knew what I should be doing in the back of my mind, but I just had lost that direction. So yeah, things are back on track now. Things so that accountability is all back there, and the direction is now much more clarity, very crystal clear.
I'm going to ask you this, but you may have already answered it now, so we'll see. So, are there any specific results that you've seen since joining MG Momentum?
Yeah, I mean the financial results are there to see. If you look at the figures, you can see there's definitely been an upturn in the finance side of things, and I think things like the sort of diary management side of things. Again, the sort of things it's a bit like being a plumber. You don't necessarily look after your own plumbing in your house. You're the one with the dripping taps, and I was a bit like that because I help people with structure and clarity and things, but I can see that now. If I look at my diary as an example, I can see the structure, I can see the clarity, I can see the color coding and all those things again that I knew I should be doing, but having that accountability of I've got to drop onto a meeting a couple of times a week and being that group as well, that group support meant that actually you've got to do it because it's so easy on your own to just not do those things, to bumble along again, keep coming back to it, but with a lack of direction. So yeah, I think there's definitely things you can see, say financially, structurally, and also the plan for next year is already there as well, which I don't think would have been it wasn't last year, which is why I got myself where I was.
Take that all day. And wasn't there a record month in there somewhere?
There was, yeah. It's been last month, I think it was one of the busiest months that it's been since I started doing what I do. Yeah,
it's amazing. Congratulations. Okay,
no,
so
thank you.
Last question: would you recommend MG Momentum to others, and if so, why?
Yeah, definitely. I think because of the nature of the way that it works, it suits people in that coaching and that environment most definitely. I know that you've certainly got the capabilities of working with people in lots of other businesses, but I know that's your specialized area. So yeah, absolutely recommend it. And I do speak about it quite a lot when I'm out and about. We're talking with coaches, with other people in that environment and that industry. So yeah, definitely, because the results are there. And yeah, we should all have some form of coaching in our life, some form of business coaching in our life. I think I was only talking about it yesterday that in front of a group of people that you should have to practice what you preach and be coached and helped along the way.
Yeah, 100%. Totally agree. Perfect. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for your support with all of this.